All right, we're back. Episode 5, right? Episode 5.
Yeah, episode 5.
Larry, don't look at me like that. Like, I don't know. I can't remember. Back, episode 5. We want to thank everybody again, as always, for all the support. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Super important. We want to try to get as much outreach as possible.
Yeah, support the channel.
Definitely love the support so far. For all our viewers on YouTube, again, thank you. All our listeners to all our platforms. We appreciate your love and your support as well. This episode we got some good topics. I think I'm pretty excited about this episode. This is a haircut edition.
Quarantine is partly over.
Partially over, right? The haircut edition. So we got some fresh cuts. We decided to beat Larry this episode since he always have a fresh cut and we always behind. So we're gonna start off this episode with our top 5 toxic players or coaches for any sport organization of all time, right? So this should be very, very interesting on how we lead into this for sure. So I'll let one of y'all want to start that off.
Man, so I'll do a couple and I'll pass the mic.
Bet.
Number 1, I'm gonna have to do my number 1 first. We'll go with Don Sterling.
Ooh,
Clippers owner.
no quarter.
Wow. Boy, it's like Darth Vader of the NBA. Clearly owner, black girlfriend. We know all the racial comments. So bad. He was banned from the league. You have to be really, really like pretty much an evil person to be an owner and get banned from a professional franchise in America, essentially.
Bro, you got to be a shitty person.
Just absolutely. I mean, it's been well documented. You agree with me? We got any insight on that?
100%. Like I don't know how many owners in the history of sports have ever been voted out of their franchise or forced to sell their franchise. I know there's been a few, but it has to be like, as long as sports has been around, it has to be less than like 10. It has to be. I know I looked up something the other day when I was trying to get some ideas of like, hey, top worst owners or toxic owners, and I seen a bunch of people I've never heard of before. Like they had a bunch of hockey owners. They had who did they have as worst owners? They had like of worst owners, not necessarily toxic owners. They had Jordan as one of the worst owners. Just as long as he's been owning the
no success.
Yes, and have no success. How many times they been to the playoffs since he's been an owner?
Not many, but this is my issue with supreme athletes being coaches and owners.
Yeah.
So they were really, really great. The problem is they can't take that physical talent and put it on another person.
Right.
So I feel like the expectations are here and they just want to stay close to the game because their time is over playing the game, but they can't pass that on and they're not necessarily the best people to put in that position. So I can agree. I can see why MJ would be over there.
For sure.
I'm going to tell you 2 words as to why MJ is on that list. I got 2 words for you. Kwame Brown. That's why MJ is on the list.
Yeah.
My boy has made some horrible decisions as far as like that owner or just being like a GM. They even played him when he came down for the Wizards. So I see why Michael Jordan on the list for being one of the worst. I don't think he's toxic, but he is on record not one of the best owners as far as like his picks and things
Absolutely.
like that. Yeah.
So you got Donald Sterling. Who you got number 2? You want me to tell my number 2?
Hey, I put another owner out there.
Okay. Who you got?
Jerry Jones.
Ooh,
Yeah.
toxic?
This is the issue. The boy's a billionaire. He's made great moves in the past.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's taking too much power being a GM at the same time. And someone else needs to have that position. And the issue is look at it. Bro, another decade. No, 25 years. What have they done?
So you think he's toxic though?
Yeah, bro. He's a cancer to the organization, unfortunately.
I can see where you're going
Like
with that.
he was successful when there was no salary cap and he could buy all the players.
Yeah.
Yeah. But outside of that, after that stopped, what happened?
Throw that
That's
check at him. Throw
What
that money
happened?
at
You
him.
know what I mean? Yeah,
Got
that
them
ended. You got to
restrictions.
compete, and he's a GM. Sometimes he makes good moves. A lot of times he doesn't. I think they'd be more successful as him as an owner and staying away from the coaching where he was coaching behind. Like Jason Garrett was a puppet.
That's when pride get in the way.
It is. You can't let it go.
He's in his own way.
Right.
Like I think if 5-10 years ago, if he would have had another GM or a GM come in, I think the Cowboys would have been better off.
Absolutely.
He got rid of our head coach when we were on a run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulled a Jerry Krause. He pulled
essentially.
a bitch situation.
Right.
Yeah, bro. That's like crazy. Like how, man, that's nuts. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
For sure. As a Cowboys fan,
Low key,
I'm extremely
like, we could
disappointed
really
in
use
his-
an awesome GM. Like,
For sure, man. That's crazy. Who you got for number 3? Or you wanna go?
I mean, in this situation, I feel like a lot of people are gonna have the same ones. The wild card that I throw in there that I've seen like chronicled throughout my lifetime was Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens was one of the most toxic players that I've seen. I remember at that point, I was a big T.O. fan because of his on the field antics and like his celebrations. It was just exciting. Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah.
Doing the thing on the star. It was very exciting. And then when I seen him with the Eagles, where he had a real great shot to win, he's throwing shots at McNabb. I remember that famous video where he's doing like sit-ups, like doing an interview, doing sit-ups. We'd be winning if Brett Favre was our quarterback and not Donovan McNabb. And I think that that team I felt like that team had a chance to, if not beat the Patriots that year, time to like really win like past those years, like beyond those years. But he just ruined the chemistry altogether, man. I mean, they had Andy Reid as a coach, Dawkins on defense. That team was kind of stacked. I really liked that.
Yeah, they had a squad, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
I really like that team, and I feel like just over the course of his career, he did. And I feel like he's kind of like, of course, me being in the same age bracket as some of these receivers in the league, I feel like a lot of them looked up to people like that,
Why do you feel like he was so toxic, though? Like, just in general, because I do have him on my list, but why do you think he was like that?
Man, I just think overall it's like the way he came into the league. I mean, you got to think about it. Terrell Owens wasn't a huge prospect. Like he wasn't Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Like when the first round, everybody thought, oh, Randy Moss is gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? Terrell Owens was like a later pick. He came from a smaller college. Next thing you know, he's playing alongside Jerry Rice, and then he comes up like scoring big, doing great plays, and now he's like, okay, y'all can't tell me nothing. He's
so
not
he had a
used
chip
to
on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's not used to that type of attention, that big attention like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but overall, I would say outside of football, maybe it's made him more marketable. It's made him more of a popular figure because I feel like...
I don't think so, though.
You don't think so?
Hell no. He ain't got no money, from at least what I've heard.
Yeah.
If you're marketable, bro, you still got checks coming in.
Yeah.
I think the issue is he's so toxic that pushes people away. Like,
For
you got to
sure.
know how to do that fine line. So,
Absolutely.
like, I think receivers fall into that a lot. I think Odell Beckham, excuse me.
Yeah.
He's right there. And just another one is Antonio Brown. I don't know what it is with receivers, T.O., Antonio Brown, Odell, but they always seem to be like just about themselves. And
Super
they just
drama
can't
queen.
See, can't see the team.
It's crazy how a receiver is such a drama queen or king, whatever you want to call it, but dramatic, and they're not the face of any franchise. No. When have you ever heard a receiver being a face of any franchise for an extended period of time outside of Calvin Johnson for the Lions?
What about D-Hop?
DeAndre Hopkins? That's debatable.
Like, for the offensive side, I know you got J.J. Watt.
Prior
J.J. Watt is the
to
face
Watson, but then Watson becomes so crucial to your organization.
Exactly, right? It was literally J.J. Watt and then really Deshaun Watson. Really, I wouldn't really.
And then Andre Johnson was before him.
Franchise.
I think Andre Johnson was more of a face of the franchise for them than D-Hop, honestly.
Really?
That's all they had for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Shaw back there.
You said that.
Yeah.
You said
For
that.
sure. And you don't and J.J. White was like, the great white hope for Houston.
very
that boy should have
Because he
applied.
started getting washed. He started getting washed after a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Once he started getting hurt, man, and I hate that for him. It was that's terrible.
He's a very likable guy. Like, I like him. I feel like the same way about JJ that I do is like The Rock or something like that. Like, he doesn't ever do any wrong. But once you start getting hurt like that the Sean Lee injuries, it's over, bro. You're just a shadow of your former self.
You got to get up out of there.
What you got on there, Chris?
Shit, I really second a lot of what y'all said. So Donald Sterling is by far the worst person to ever walk Earth. But I say that because he got caught. And there ain't no telling how many other people who've said the exact same thing that he said behind closed doors and just never got caught. I have my number 2. I have NFL owners in general. And the reason why I put the NFL owners on there, and that's like obviously not a specific individual, because I feel like they conspired consistently to make sure that man Colin Kaepernick didn't have a job. You feel like Colin Kaepernick was not better than at least 5 to 10 quarterbacks that were in the NFL at that time, around the time where he got conspired to basically get out. Do you think he was?
No. I don't think. I think that he was better than a lot of the backup quarterbacks that were in the league.
So you didn't think he was better than a few starters?
Maybe a few starters.
See, he couldn't get a job at all.
I think he was definitely there was some injuries that happened, and he had places in football for sure. So they banded
100%.
together. They banded together.
100%, bro. And the whole all the email thing, and he got the settlement check, right? So he got the money, But I don't know if he wanted the money or he actually really wanted to actually come back and play football, because then after that whole situation went around and he got that settlement check, bro, after that point, I think it was just a game.
Yeah.
Because that whole little bullshit stunt they pulled with him going to practice and him doing all this and being vocal and all that, and I get it. Like, I understand where you stand, but do you really want to come back and play in the NFL? Or are you just trying to make a media circus to try to prove a point?
I was just going to say that, bro. After a while, I just kind of felt like, okay, like, what's the purpose of this, right? Because we've already got the attention. Like, you kneeling, we've already done this. Now it's like, as you being an NFL player, now we're working to get you back into the league, right? And then now you're coming in wearing, like, pig shirts, Black Panther, like, type stuff.
You're trolling people, essentially, right?
You know what I'm saying? So
because that's
like,
offensive to some people, right?
I mean, think about it, bro. Imagine me having a union behind me trying to get me back into a job, and I come in, like, just dressed like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Giving a horrible interview. You know, and it's just he didn't make a good case for himself coming back.
Yeah, he definitely gave a Migos type interview. For
so
sure.
I kind of started getting confused on whether does he really want to play, or is he just like satisfied with getting his check, not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know at one point.
I think he kind of took that martyr role at that point. He was like, oh, long term it's better for me to take this route. He's going to get the check regardless.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hypothetically, like, I was with him at the beginning. Like, okay, we're going to bring
100%,
attention.
bro.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But at some point, I got to realize, like, I go to see the public every day at work. I can't just show up however I want, just time after time after time.
Yeah.
It's not going to be successful. You know, at some point, hey, the focus does have to come off of that because you have a job to do. But he'll always be remembered, for the standard that he did. He got a check. Nike got him that check. Yeah,
it's crazy. I think because I think a lot of people care about Colin Kaepernick, but it's frustrating for me because a lot of these athletes, like, if you think about Muhammad Ali back in the day, right, and what he did at that time, he did it was extremely powerful. Like, he refused to go to war. That's different than just refusing to stand for the national anthem. You see what I'm saying? That's way different. And I think because he's such a more polarized athlete, I think Muhammad Ali's movement just meant more. Because I think before this Colin Kaepernick situation, a lot of people didn't really care about Colin Kaepernick. They didn't. But everybody cared about Muhammad Ali before, Cassius Clay then turned into Muhammad Ali during that whole situation, because he, in my eyes, is the greatest boxer of all time. So and we'll talk about that one day, hopefully.
I'm about to interject, boy.
What do you say? But
don't
I don't know. That's right. I just don't think enough people actually care about that face, Larry. Say what you gonna say, bro.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I just had to make my expression when Dre said, "Don't sleep on Tyson versus Ali," and I'm like, oh, like I was like, because when he said Ali greatest fighter ever, I 100% was with it. I was like, yeah, of course, yeah, no doubt in my mind. And then when he said, "Don't sleep on Tyson," I was like,
Tyson during his run, bro. I mean,
sure.
We'll talk about this different day.
Yeah, we'll talk about
way down this rabbit hole.
Dominance and greatness, two different things.
Yeah.
But back to Kaepernick, I just don't think enough people care about Kaepernick. Right? They might care about his movement more than they actually care about him. If that makes sense.
I think it's more so the consequences of, like, what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at it, Colin Kaepernick, I mean, let's be real. At the height of his career, he wasn't doing that. At the point at which Colin Kaepernick started kneeling down, he was kind of on a decline. Like, people had already started seeing that he couldn't make throws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody cared about him. Yeah,
exactly. Versus Ali was at the pinnacle of his career. Bro. He's a champion, and you get stripped of your title, and you go to jail. And at this point, it was certain places where they wasn't going to let him fight. So I think Ali's sacrifice and just, like, his overall movement, it's like you can't even stop and think, like, damn, was he cloud chasing or was he? No, bro. He stood for that, bro. Like
100%.
Yeah, I mean,
it was authentic.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
It was what it was. He lost everything, bro. He lost everything, and it's
earned
like
all
now,
that shit back too.
Yeah, and it's like now you look at it and you can say, damn, he's a hero. But at that point, bro, they looked at him as a disgrace.
He was a villain.
Bro, Muhammad Ali died, bro. I was out of there.
Bro, Muhammad Ali, as far as, like, I feel like LeBron gets a lot of his activism and things like that from people like Muhammad Ali, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like people like that didn't mind.
I think, but kind of to tap into what you're saying, though, I feel like, since we kind of diving in on this and we reverting, I think LeBron James doesn't have the same, I guess, education behind certain topics as some of these people, right? Like his movement and just posting shit on social media is not the same sacrifice as Muhammad Ali going to jail. It's not even close to being the same.
No, it's not.
No,
So
we're not saying that, but LeBron does a lot.
He does.
He does a whole
No, for sure.
lot.
He does a lot. He says a lot. I don't know. It's just my perspective on it's a little different.
I think it's the time though. I think it's a time because I mean you look at like Ali, and I know we can't just venture off too much, but you look at Ali. This was like 60s, 70s, so this is coming right off of Jim Crow. So
For sure, that's what I'm saying. The effect on
it's
that
a
is crazy.
transitional
It's
time
not popular.
in American history.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not popular,
Right,
right? If you
exactly.
post some shit on social media now as a black athlete saying why y'all keep killing black people, it's gonna get retweeted, whatever by millions of people, right? Because you said it, right? And that's what I'm saying with Muhammad Ali back then was just that shit was just not popular.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm
yeah.
saying it's really
Yeah,
hard.
for sure.
I can't put him in the same category
No,
as far as
he's not.
activism.
He's not, but he's definitely all I'm saying is his Muhammad Ali's influence, seeing people like that, like if you listen to LeBron's interviews, his more than an athlete, like whole movement is based off of those athletes prior.
Yeah.
So no, he's not as important, or nor has he done as much, but he does get a lot of influence from what they've already done.
Do you feel like sometimes he forces? Because I do sometimes feel like he
LeBron
forces.
forces? Nah, I don't think so. And this is my take on it. Like how we talk about like the best basketball players of all time. You
For
mentioned
sure.
Kobe, you mentioned Jordan, you mentioned those people. Those players didn't do that. So I feel like LeBron, people give LeBron, he's gold off the court. As far as like making an impact, making sure, I don't think he's reaching. Now I will say in certain instances like where he's dunking and doing a dunk contest at his son's game, I think that's reaching. But when he's wearing a shirt that says "I can't breathe" and shedding light on what's going on today, for some people who may be more in tune with LeBron James versus what's going on in the inner city, I think that his influence or just what he is to pop culture makes that more relevant to people who really don't care or really don't care for black people.
Yeah.
My
My biggest issue is that I'm 100% with that. My only issue with LeBron James and his vocalness on, if that's even a word, right?
Yeah.
Him being vocal on activism and shit like that, but that man don't ever talk about gang violence.
gang violence.
That's a way bigger fucking issue. That's way bigger issue, bro. Gang violence is, and you being from LA, I know you know.
But you got to understand that LeBron is doing the best that he can, that he
But
knows
he never
how.
talks about gang violence.
But how does he's not from like a gang-ridden territory or anything either, right?
But that doesn't make it okay
Yeah,
to not
but
talk.
no, I get that, but it's not his job to do that either. He does so much more than Jordan ever has. Like as far like he said, off the court GOAT compared to Jordan and
That
Kobe.
we've seen, for sure.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? He's just one person at the end of the day.
I would say too, to piggyback off of that, gang violence. We all in this room agree that gang violence is a serious topic, serious subject, right? But if you look at what LeBron has like put his voice behind, it's more so the innocent people who not innocent, meaning that they don't have any bad that they've done, but in that situation they're just like they're placed in a situation where they don't have any control.
I'm just saying more innocent people die from gang violence than maybe racially motivated crimes. I'm telling you, bro.
But
I'm
is it
telling
gang
you.
member on gang member though?
No, it's some little girl walking down the street who gets shot or a stray bullet hit her. That shit happen way more often than somebody, maybe or maybe not be getting targeted. That's what I'm saying. That's the issue. But we don't hear about that shit because it's something that happens so frequently that, I don't think people accept it, but we just don't hear about it, right? Yeah. And we don't hear in gang violence in other areas of the country are different than maybe here in Houston, right? Man, I personally don't really like watching the news because that shit is depressing.
Oh yeah,
But
it's
all you hear
it
about,
sells,
right?
that's what it is.
Death. But I don't know. We can tap into it another day because we could talk about it all day.
Unless you got somebody else, I want to talk about some gang violence.
You do? You want to
Yes, I
dive in
do.
this, right? I'm all ears, bro, because I'm not from LA, but I just know from what
I think your direction might be a little wrong, but we got some LA artists talking about it. I'm talking about this clown, bro. This clown, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Wow,
That's what I want to talk
He is
about.
colorful.
clown.
He looks like a
biggest
clown,
clown.
and he is a clown.
He's definitely a big ass troll, right?
Bro, right now, super
what's your take
trending.
on that?
Super trending, right?
Yeah.
This cat has got released from prison for snitching on people, right?
Yeah.
And he's in the rap game where snitching's not allowed. Like, you gotta understand.
He said where snitches aren't allowed.
If Mary down the street in a good neighborhood tells on you, she's not in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what
She didn't put herself in that
this
situation.
This cat is a hardcore gang member, right?
No.
Rap.
I know what you mean, though.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Everything like that. He's snitching on people.
Yeah.
Gets out like the biggest artist in the fucking world right now.
Yeah.
Like, bar none. This cat just broke all the YouTube records. 2 million, I think, streaming on his first video.
On Instagram, right?
On
Instagram
IG?
Live?
Yeah, Instagram Live.
It was like 300 and something
IG,
thousand before
YouTube,
that. He
everything.
smashed it.
So before I go too deep, I think I'm going to pass it to Larry because he's the youngest cat in the room. I do not mess with this guy.
You listening to Tekashi?
I do not back him for any reason, and that's my stance.
Okay, so my honest opinion on it is, and it's funny, I don't listen to
No, I don't think any of us do,
whatsoever.
right?
I don't listen to him at all. Now my personal take on it is, like I was talking to my dad earlier about it, and my dad's like old. Like my dad's what? I'm 25. My dad's 45, so he's older, a little bit older generation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
So he was all for it. Like he was happy about it. He was like, dude. I mean, I think that if it was my kid, I would tell him to snitch. Like I would tell him in that situation to snitch. And my dad did Fed time like 7 to 8 years for doing something like that. And I was like, why? Like, why would you do that? Right. And I think his thing on it was, and when we tap into it, everybody's going to say, okay, look at it like this.
They looking at it. Yeah, go ahead.
They look at it from the standpoint of, okay, you slept with my baby mom. You kidnapped me. You kidnapped my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put me in this situation and that I really don't have much to do with, right? Because I'm not. Let's be real. We all knew Tekashi wasn't a real thug gangster. Right. You know what I'm saying? By looking at him. Yeah. So he wasn't doing none of the stuff. He's probably orchestrating or he's probably making music about it, but he's not doing it.
Yeah, he can call shots just based off him having money in the clouds.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So with that being said, the question that I would say is, would you do, because they said he was going to get a RICO, right? And then he's looking at Fed time. Would you do 25 to 40 years for your enemy? Somebody that's done that to you?
So this is my issue, again, about not him being a clown and not being real. The reason that everyone did that to him, because they're not his real partners. It's all, hey, here's money, here's money, here's money. You're blood affiliated or whatever the case may be. Okay, ride with me, do this, do that. The thing is I'm not dumb enough to keep those kind of individuals around me. You know what I mean? So he put himself in the position to have that happen to him because they're basically strangers at that point.
Exactly.
And that's why that occurred. Exactly. It's his fault. And now you're in the realest game where we seen Bobby Shmurda get extra years, you know, to get his homie. Like, that's real. You know what I mean? They were messing up. He took the time. And he gets out, he'll probably be good. This guy's out here, and now he's going at other cats like Meek and, you know, people that we can appreciate and calling them this and that. And bro, it's crazy. Yeah, you got all this clout, but it's all sales. This guy's not really living. Just because you got a watch with some rocks in it, you have to hide you got to move every other day. Like, that's not living, bro. You're just behind it. You're running, and it's just like Hollywood, you know?
Yeah.
What do you,
go
ahead. Not to cut you off from what he was saying, do you feel like the logic of you, because I know me, right, coming from my background, do you feel like that logic to be able to kind of recognize who's really there for you, or who's really your friend, can kind of come from your street background of being, because from what I've seen when I've been in any situation, some people are just more gullible than others, right? Meaning that they don't have what they say street smarts, right? Mm-hmm. They don't have the ability to say, oh, this person's probably not for me. This person's probably running game for me. You know what I'm saying? Or like running game on me or something like that. So you think maybe Tekashi just didn't recognize that these people are truly not his friends?
Is he that dumb?
He might.
I don't know.
Because I think he's pretty smart. Honestly, I think he's very intelligent.
I think he's smart too.
He's the ultimate troller. Honestly, he's the ultimate troller. The thing is, he'll make a lot of money. He's a face in the industry. I mean, he can never go outside again.
For sure, bro. He's stuck at the house.
Yeah.
My take on it is, again, kind of really on both ends, right? So I 100% agree with you. Like, why did you put yourself in that situation to begin with, right? If you're so smart, right? That's why I said, I don't know, maybe. Why would you put yourself in that situation? He might be a smart businessman, but he might not necessarily have smart personal choices that he makes all the time.
Because he took risk. He's like, oh, I can get from A to where he is now, where B, by taking the short road.
Right.
He didn't put the work in.
But again, I don't know. I don't know if you're selling yourself or what you got to do to put yourself in that situation, bro. At the end of the day, he put himself in a position where he might not be on this earth for too much longer because of that stupid shit. And I don't know if that's the risk to get 2 million views on fucking Instagram Live. I don't know if that's the risk that you want to take. But my perspective on it is like, I think we all here either know or are related to somebody who actually really been a gang member or selling drugs or anything, right? And actually got fed time, and that shit is real. And I don't understand why he would again put himself in that situation. I understand why he snitched. I get it. I understand it. I would have never put myself in that situation, right? So never, not a chance, bro. Ain't no way. Why? There's plenty of rappers out here who might have a lot of record sales and doing really well for themselves who don't have to do all this extra shit.
Let me ask you though, the main question that I want to ask everybody, because just clarifying my statement is, no, I don't condone it. I don't agree with it. I don't like the message that he's sending to everyone else, like it's cool or him glorifying it. I don't agree with that. But the thing that I will say is, I would place some blame on the gang members that let him
100%
into their organization.
For sure.
Because in my situation, like I said, I've never pledged in lines of being a quote unquote street dude, but just being in that environment, bro, not everybody gets into our organization. It's only, like that's why they may jump you in, they may send you on a few missions. They want to see how you built, what mindset you have, and just like will you make or break, how you're breaking certain situations.
Yeah, it's different though when you're getting hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, bro. It's different though. You ain't getting jumped in. You cut us a check for $1 million.
That's all that is. Yeah.
You cut us a check for $1 million. You got protection for life.
But that's a mistake that you as a gang member you made.
Yeah.
You let somebody infiltrate your organization, where you have these solid codes, or you have this hidden code of we don't do this, when he's not really built like that.
But it's not his fault. You know why? You know how long that shit been going on in the music industry?
The snitching?
No, and not the snitching. I'm talking about music artists who aren't really gang members being associated with gangs. And that shit's been going on for a long time, bro.
But you don't put those guys in a situation to where they can show their true colors.
They're calling shots and stuff like that. They don't do that.
They're not gonna get close to that, bro. It's like, okay, yeah, man, okay, you need some protection. Yeah, I got OG over here and I got these YBs over here. You gonna get him some money.
We'll let you claim the set on the albums and stuff
Give
like
me
that.
some money,
Hey,
though.
make sure we're getting his bread.
Yeah,
he took it to a whole different level.
This is as far as you're gonna go. But as far as street affairs, nah, you don't deal with that. You don't deal with that because we don't know. Like even for instance, and I'm not.
And if you do, you don't associate it. You don't publicize it. Right? They got buddy on film. I mean, got him on recording talking about some. I'll pay you. Whatever for this.
That's too close, bro.
It's too stupid.
That's too close.
That's why I said I don't think
that's too close into our affairs for someone who we don't know from a dog or a cat in the streets, bro. That's too close. Mm-hmm. You're just too much on the inside. So I've given you too much accessibility to where now I could be liable for you having this type of information. Yeah. But just to kind of like not go into it, but just the question of, if you are Tekashi, not saying what you know, who you are as a person, what would you guys do in that situation? Because I'm telling you right now, if I'm Tekashi, I'm ratting. If I'm Tekashi, I'm gonna rat. I'm gonna rat. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna rat.
Bro, I stand with the point. I would have never gotten that situation.
Yeah, no. But I don't.
Zero.
I don't,
but
I don't
understanding that, right? That's just me using logic, bro. I probably would have snitched.
Yeah,
100%. For some niggas, for some niggas I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not niggas I don't know. They not y'all, bro. Like we cool, we super close, we hang out all the time, and I consider y'all like family, brothers to me, right? Yeah. But for some business associates, fuck them.
No, watch this.
Straight up, bro.
I want to dive.
But here's the thing, though. I'm not going to jail for I don't know how much time he was looking.
Charge, bro.
So that's a long ass time, 25 years plus.
How much them lawyers he got though? He got the best, the creme de la creme lawyers.
And here's my issue with it, right? Here's my issue with society, right? You said what?
Pause.
Oh my God. Here's my issue with society. Yeah. So many people try to go with the alternative and what they think is the most popular thing to say. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm not snitching. Half these motherfuckers talking about I'm not snitching. They're not from nobody hood. Nah. They're not from nobody hood. Nah. They try to act real hood. You snitching, bro.
Yeah.
You snitching.
Yeah.
When the lawyers and them investigators, bro, got you up against the wall, them people know how to do their job, bro.
Right.
They know how to do their job
They don't
very,
get paid
very
a
well.
pension for nothing, bro.
You know how to do their job very well. They pinning you up against the wall and they asking you so and so and so and so. You might have some very, very unique situations like a Bobby Shmurda, Meek Mill saying, no,
Shine.
them people, right? Them different cats though, right? But the majority of people, bro, ain't having nothing to do with it. I promise you.
What I want to highlight too, Dre, before you go into it, because you didn't really allude to it. You said just people I don't know. Let's change.
No,
that.
I'm
Not
saying people
know.
I as business associates.
Not even business associates.
That's who they are though.
No,
They're not his friends.
No, hold on. Not even business associates. My rivals. Let's focus on the fact that these people.
These are enemies?
These are enemies now, bro.
That's worse than business
they
associates.
That's what I'm saying. They kidnapped me. They're having affairs with my baby moms. They're talking about kidnapping my mom.
They
Bro,
stole millions of dollars from
millions
me.
of dollars for you. These are not business associates. These are my enemies. So you tell me, are you gonna be comfortable doing 25 to 40 years?
That's
People that you
worse
don't
than a
even-
business associate,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying,
A business
bro.
associate is somebody
That's
you
what I'm
trust.
saying.
So hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Dre, what
It's
you got?
different.
What you
My
got,
thing
Dre?
is I definitely understand y'all's standpoint, but when you're in that predicament
Lifestyle?
and you're in that lifestyle, you got to live with it, man. You got to live with the rules of the game. And I
I
understand
agree.
what you're
I
saying. Like
agree.
I
So
completely
you gonna go to
understand
jail
what
for
you're
30
saying.
years?
But yeah, man, you got to pay them lawyers
No,
and fight
but
that
I'm
case.
not asking Andre. I'm not talking about Andre.
Right.
Because I feel the same way, bro.
That's what I'm
Made
saying. It's
men
different,
don't
bro.
make statements.
Right.
That's how I feel, right?
Yeah.
And I told my dad the same thing. I said, dude, if you get into this organization and you pledge an alliance with this organization, understand that their code is what you abide by.
Yeah.
You can't go back and say, because when the bottles was popping, when the money was being made, when everything was going on, you was there. So now don't get missing now, and that's the lifestyle that I live. That's
Right,
not me.
right.
I've never conformed to that lifestyle, right?
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if you're 6'9", not Dre, because I know Dre is not gonna do it. We
Right.
understand that. If you're 6'9", you gonna take the case.
So what's better? You're out here, you're going to die anyways, or you're going to be in there.
do you
As
think,
Tekashi, I'd rather have my pride and go away.
as your pride?
Yeah. That's
But
what
do
I'm
you
going to
think that
on
So
they're
you
gonna
rather
kill
Hey,
you rather
silly pride held me together through the years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I
Let me
kinda
ask
feel
you
about
though, do you think they're gonna kill him?
If they get to him, absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you something.
And not only that,
Mm-hmm.
now I think there's other people that have shooters, whether it's Meek Squad or whoever it is. He has a big target on his back. He probably has a bounty on his head at this
I'm gonna
point.
tell you.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
he
tell you
talked,
something.
and sorry to cut you off.
No,
He
you
talked
good. Mm-hmm.
so much shit, bro. He talks so much shit about it. Like, it's really fucked up because he thinks it's a game.
He does.
He
That's
really
it,
does
yeah.
think it's a
He
game.
thinks he's gonna get
And
away
it's
with it.
annoying,
It's
bro.
annoying as hell.
Every single time I see him, it's super
annoying as
annoying,
hell.
bro.
It's
There's
annoying as hell.
absolutely, right? And again, man, I just would never get myself in that situation, bro. I'm never getting myself
feel
in
you.
a situation, bro, because I got way too much pride,
Yeah.
bro. To put myself in a situation where I'm going to have to compromise who I am as a person and my integrity, bro. Nah, no good, no pass.
I'm gonna say this.
Hard pass on
I'm
that.
gonna say this. To be honest with you, I agree with you. I would much rather have my pride. The one thing I think that he knows, bro, and this is, I'm ashamed to say it. I'm the youngest in the group. This generation, bro, we don't stand for that. We don't stand for things that actually make sense. We're more in it for just self. So for instance, I'll give you an example, right? You just talked about gang violence. How many minorities killed other minorities versus you got George Zimmerman walking around like he's good.
Yeah.
Like he's good, and he's on record being a racist. He's on record saying, "Hey, I don't regret it," and he's walking around good, bro. Like he's good, no problems at all. So how I look at it is, I don't think they're gonna do nothing to him, bro. I honestly don't think there will be any consequences for his actions, right? Like I said before, I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I will never watch a video. I will never stream a song. I don't even want to see the guy. To me, where I'm from, if you snitch, bro, you don't exist. We don't mention
It's
you.
crazy,
we don't
bro.
speak about
It's
you.
crazy.
And what's crazy is a
yeah.
valid point because look at all the views and all the attention he's getting.
That's what
It's
I'm saying.
insane.
Care.
It's
They don't
insane.
care.
It's
right?
crazy.
I think in the 90s, 80s, bro, that would never happen.
Bro, he would have
That
got
would never
offed
happen.
already.
Yeah, that would never
Nah,
happen.
he would have got offed already. He would have
Yeah.
been toast. He would have got smashed on the video set.
Bro, our agenda,
For real.
Our agenda is just more selfish. It's more so me. Like even Meek Mill, he came at Meek Mill. Meek Mill ain't gonna do nothing. Meek Mill's not
Because
gonna
they
do
don't take
anything.
him serious.
Not only that not take him serious, but these guys they're not real G's.
Bro, what
They don't
Nipsey
live by
say?
that same
Nipsey said,
code.
bro, if
But
you a
the thing
clown,
about
let him be a
so
clown.
the thing about Meek though is Meek's connected. Whether it's Roger Kraft, whether it's Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z said, "Hey,
Higher
watch the
places.
speed on hands." You know,
Higher places.
I
So-
heard Tekashi just got signed to Rock Nation.
no,
Nah,
they
that's not
refused
true.
him.
Oh,
That's not true.
okay. So that was
Not
that
only
was a
that,
lie.
like the
that was a lie
100
then.
kids refused his $200,000 too. He's that
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
off right
Donation.
So that
Yeah.
whole Rock Nation thing is a
dead. No,
He's
it
a
ain't
clown,
happening.
bro.
Yeah,
that's a
He's
lie?
clown.
Okay, Jay don't want no parts
Nah,
of that.
he's a clown.
Jay's a billionaire. He ain't taking
I
a
was
few
like-
million
I was
off
like,
this dude.
what?
Like, nah.
Bro, I
A
don't
little
know.
chump change. I'm good on that,
bro.
bro.
Like I said, I didn't like it at all, but now it's actually becoming something to where guys are followers these days, bro. So it's more so now like it may become trendy. Man, snitching is cool now, bro. Never for all viewers, bro. Snitching is not cool. If you get into a situation
Exactly.
like that, hey, bro, take the consequences that come with your act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Again,
no-
and again, your question was if you were 6'9", right?
Yes,
that was
if-
his question.
like I
bro.
said, if you
ain't
were
no fucking way
6'9".
I'm snitching.
nah.
Yeah, especially again, like I said, you can't put yourself in that situation, bro. You can never put yourself in a situation to.
And that's the problem.
That's
He just took a
crazy.
shortcut. That's why he's there. He took a shortcut. He's not real. He's like, I want to be this person. Took the shortcut, paid people, and that's why he's there. That's what it is.
And I was watching some of the YouTube interviews, bro, and like sometimes they're asking them normal questions. Nah, blood. You know what I'm saying? Blood. Like it's just like he's just going over the top to make himself. And like I said, bro, that's the problem when you let people that are not from the same background, not from the same cloth as you, infiltrate your organization. So now you have people who are not from that
so
background,
many cats do
who
it.
don't understand the importance or the significance behind what this organization stands for, that they crack codes, bro. And that's why I gotta say that the gang members are partially to blame for that situation.
And you know what the crazy thing about it, bro, is because again, by no means, like I said, do I condone gang violence and how it escalated over the course of the years, bro. Like I've done like a lot of research and a lot of studying and a lot of understanding behind it. Like a lot of people don't understand what the initial Crips, what they were standing for, right? People don't understand that Crips stand for Community Restoration in Progress. They don't understand that. People don't understand that. They just think Crips, they throw up the C's and they wear blue all the time, and that's what it was. Like initially, the shit wasn't about that.
It was more so like a Black Panther,
somewhere along the lines, the shit got mixed up, and it leaded to what it was, what it is today. Unfortunately, but there's a lot of people out there, bro, who probably turning over in their grave right now because like this is not the shit that I stood for. This is not the shit. This is not the reason why I started this.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's deeper than that, bro. Versus Tekashi 6'9" with his rainbow hair running around here talking about what up, blood, what up,
clown,
blood.
bro.
He's
It's
clown, bro.
crazy.
He's a
Clown.
joke.
He's clown.
Anyways, let's move on to something else.
Yeah, please. Already spoke on that.
For sure. I know you got a hot topic for us.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
It's like a request over here, right?
Yeah, man. I got a request. So I was actually looking, and I put it in a group. Let me get it. Sorry, guys. It wasn't on me. It wasn't on me.
The passion behind that 6'9" conversation was starting to get intense. I feel like this one's gonna be even more intense though.
Yeah. So I had a request from one of our subscribers, Brittany. Shout out Brittany and Daniel. Hey, she came for me last episode, if not the episode before. So, do men consider a woman's past when it comes to dating, or does it not matter? And if so, what variables come into play? For example, how long has it been? Certain actions, things like that. We'll just give an example. Drake is known for dating strippers. However, it's been said that Drake holds this against the strippers that he dates. So what I'm saying. So just more so, do guys consider a woman's past? Is the question. I'll let you guys elaborate.
I can jump in on that.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I say absolutely, but there's a variable there.
Yeah.
Whatever's done in private is not held against you. Whatever's done in public is absolutely held against you.
Please
Expand
elaborate on that.
Yeah, expand on that.
All right, so whatever happened in your past, if not everyone knows about it and it was just you with another person behind closed doors, there's not videos, nothing like that in the public
it's
scene,
different.
it's cool. You can sweep that. Everyone has a past, right? Now, if you're out there on the internet doing this, doing that,
That's a little bit harder for us to
you know,
swallow.
that's hard to swallow
That's hard
right
to
there,
swallow,
boy.
bro.
That's not like, oh, you with her? Like,
Jeez, bro.
man, that's a tough one, man. Pride. Once again, we hit that young pride,
is
bro.
big, bro.
So
Pride is big.
that would be like a make or break factor to me, because everyone has a past, right? No one's
For
an
sure.
angel and anything
Yeah, for
like
sure.
that. So yeah, man, it's kind of tough. You walk into a room with a Kim Kardashian and like, yo,
Bro, it takes a lot of pride to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how Ye is.
A lot of pride,
Ye is
bro.
so cocky, bro. He's the perfect person for her.
yeah, because she's been passed around.
What?
Like no
Dude, I couldn't
other,
do
right?
it. I couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
no
I
way.
couldn't do it. What you got, Chris?
Same. I think the variable is like there's not going to be many people you're going to run across where they have a bunch of stuff on the internet. That'd be some wild. That'd be wild, though.
But so much stuff is going online these days. It's kind of wild, bro.
That sucks.
It is, bro. It
Hey,
is.
That's
only fans
unfortunate.
accounts are popping up because
No.
That's unfortunate. You said that we consider a person's past? Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, of
So
course.
when
Like you
they-
have to keep it in consideration. I guess it really just depends on how comfortable you are in your own skin and how you would feel dating that individual. Let's be candid. Not everybody tells the truth about their past, unfortunately, right? And in some unique situations, people do, or at least they perceive it to be the truth, right? You have to keep stuff into consideration, but yeah, for sure. I just 100% thinks that how comfortable that person is in their own skin. You got to be a very secure person to hear like, hey, you know, I have Wilt Chamberlain type numbers. Yeesh. What? I got Wilt. You got Wilt Chamberlain numbers? Yeah, bro. I don't know. And a lot of people don't know what that means. What does that mean, Larry? What does Wilt
Dude,
Chamberlain numbers mean?
Wilt Chamberlain is rumored to have, I think maybe 500,000 women. If
I
not
think it was like
more.
1 million or something,
Yeah,
but
it's
they did
more.
the math on it. It could have never
It couldn't
worked
been
out.
possible. Yeah.
But if you're anywhere near
Yeah,
that,
that-
How
Yeah.
could you?
Oh
Sorry,
my
how could you
goodness.
even get your name associated to something so outrageous?
like he was trying to
like
sell
that?
books. That's what he was coming out with a book. I think the money might have been wrong at that
Telling you,
point.
bro.
Come on, dude.
Man, but as a woman, you're held to a different stigma at the same time.
Unfortunately.
You know, that's
Unfortunately,
just
we
what,
are.
it's what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's society.
Yeah,
so
it is. So me being in the dating world right now, I was kind of like iffy on this topic because I'm in a dating world now, right? I've literally had to grow. Like I've seen my growth in my own eyes, bro. Because initially I've been, and I'm okay with saying it for the viewers, I've been in relationships where a female told me, and this is a close relationship, a female told me that she had been intimate with 12 people. And I mean, it literally like broke me in the sense of I would be watching football and I would be looking like, damn, my girl did the whole offensive side of the ball, bro.
Hey.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, bro. I was like, bro, no way can I ever be with her. Like, I don't want her to meet my people, bro. And like, I think it's just a sense of like, I would say my own insecurities, right? For me just not being like super wild at that point, being younger,
Yeah.
and dating someone older. So that kind of like, kind of made me feel a certain way. What you gonna say?
hey, I got a question for you, Loki. What's your body count number of a female that's acceptable?
Well, now I would say, now I don't even ask that question. Now I don't know. But I would say, to be honest, if I start going over like 14, 15, that's kind of like ridiculous. to
You
me,
know
bro.
what the story is, right?
Multiply, is it the multiply by 3 or
Yeah,
divide by 3? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Definitely
now-
multiply, not
For
divide.
sure, for sure. Well, no. I'm saying from like American Pie, it's like guys, you divide by 3 or you do something.
Yeah.
And women, you multiply by 3. If you've seen American Pie, 'cause
Yeah,
guys
for sure.
lie on their numbers. But overall, man, I would say, like I said, like the growth standpoint of it. At that point when she said that, bro, I couldn't take that. I was like, dude, I don't even know if I've exceeded that number. Like I was like, I don't know.
So then I got another question, maybe for both of you, right? And how would you feel if you or say you got a friend who's like, my girl only been with 2 people, or my wife or my girl only been with one other person besides me? How do you feel about that?
In my mind,
Do you feel like they're full of shit, or do you feel like you got to be like,
So you're gonna look at their partner, and because I was automatically gonna be judgmental of their partner, right?
Yeah.
If you're close to them, you're gonna know about their partner and stuff like that. So you're gonna know how they behave. So you're gonna be able to judge that, like, okay, that's a real number. Which for them, oh, that's great. You ain't
yeah.
been passed around, not leftovers and stuff, right?
leftovers?
straight up.
But on the other hand, you can look at her and she's like a wildin' type. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing to you, but like in my head, be like, yeah, bro, she's lying to
Okay.
you. You know what I mean?
So,
like,
cool. So go ahead, because I got an asterisk to this question.
Okay.
Which is super important.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
that kind of goes along with my theory now, which is why I don't ask now, right? Because I mean, let's be real. If a girl tells you in the back of your mind, I've been with 2 guys. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, you full of shit, right? And if a girl says I've been with 15 guys, it's like, damn, you've been with too many. So it's like in retrospect, you really can't win. It's like you really, no matter what number you say, I'm gonna think like, damn, bro, you've been with that many guys. And I think a big thing for me is people don't understand it, but in which way did the numbers come? That makes a big deal, bro. In which way
What
did
you
the
mean,
numbers
in which
come?
way
Think
did the
about it.
numbers
Think
come?
about it.
break this down.
And which, like, what type of relationship were those numbers? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you just getting flipped and you're not being cuffed and you picked up 12, like I had one chick was telling me, she was like, yeah, you know, you're like, it's funny, bro, but I'm gonna be real. I don't care, bro. I'm grown now.
Keep it 1,000.
Keep it 1,000, bro. I was in a situation about the whole body count, and it was my first relationship. My girl told me, she was like, you know, you're my first serious relationship. And I was like, bro, you got 14 bodies and I'm your first relationship? That in my mind was like, I shouldn't be with you. Because now it's like, bro, if you can't just be getting bounced around and come to me like, hey, time to get that contract.
Hey, you're the savior, you know? Like, hey, wife me up.
Every move, bro, I'm telling you, bro, in my mind, I was just messed up. Every movie I watched, I'd be like, damn, bro, probably how dudes was flipping my chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, everything was just changed, dude. And then on top of that, she was like, yeah, I had a threesome. And I had never experienced a threesome. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, you had a threesome and I didn't? Bro, no way my girl can be more active and more out there than me, bro. It was
not a good look
it was
whatsoever.
horrible, bro. It was
That's a
horrible.
big, like, mental.
Bro, it's a mental thing that you just never, because like I said, I was watching another movie. Have you seen Chris Rock?
I keep going back to
Bro,
the movies, man.
Have you seen Chris Rock Top 5? The movie?
Yeah,
Chris Rock?
I've seen it.
There's
Yeah.
a scene when Cedric the Entertainer's having a threesome. Bro, me and my girl's watching the movie. I'm looking at her like, I was like, bro, I gotta get this. I gotta have a threesome because you had one. I didn't even feel comfortable being in this situation, feeling like, bro, damn, my girl's more experienced than me.
So that's what I was gonna say next, right? So then what happens if you were in a relationship with somebody and they only been with 2 people or one person or only you? At least they said that, right? Then comes the issue of experience, right? I got plenty of friends, right, who said, hey, this person is the only person that's ever been with me, right? But then they will complain about the sex life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. That's your wife, bro. That's your girl. What you mean it's all right? It better be fire. That's where the issue comes, where a whole bunch of other bullshit started happening, right? That's my theory, like, right?
That's your
Like,
thing?
okay, cool.
Yeah.
You've been with that person. You said your significant other has only been with one other person, right?
Yeah.
But then you sitting here complaining about y'all sex life, saying y'all don't ever do anything, y'all don't ever sleep together, and when you do, it's all right. It blow my mind. That's crazy, right? It's crazy because then I'm like, where's the line drawn at, right? Are you willing to, hey, shit, I'm on her only body, you know? It's the intercourse is whack, but my chick got 15 bodies, 20 bodies, but hey, it's fire. Where's the line drawn at? That's my point. Where's the line drawn at, bro? Because
I'm gonna take those less bodies every single time.
I was just gonna say that.
I just, it's a pride thing, bro. We always want to feel like we're the biggest, and we don't want to be like number 35 in line. Like,
cool. I'm
you
taking
know what
more
I mean?
bodies, 100%.
You're taking more?
bodies?
100 times, like more than 2, right?
Yeah.
More than not necessarily 150.
I mean,
or
I
no
think
crazy ass
I'm
number
gonna
like
be
that.
honest. I'm gonna throw a
But-
number out there. I think like 4 is a good number.
That's not enough. I need more experience. Dead ass. I'm dead ass, bro.
I can't say as to why. Dre, let me say something about Dre.
I need more experience.
Let me tell you something about Dre, bro. Let me tell you something about Dre.
Who's about to get deep?
No. I am not gonna get deep, but I'm just gonna be real, bro. when it comes to great situations, Dre is always in great situations. So for Dre to say 4, I 100% agree. Someone told me 4. Hell yeah, I'm rocking with 4, bro.
Again,
no doubt in my mind.
sometimes
you can definitely believe, like, damn, I've been the best. You know,
people, but here's the
I
thing.
am the Jordan of this shit.
Here's the thing, though, right? Some people get lucky. Some people get lucky and find that individual, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think that, hey, you've been with 2 people or 3 people is necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, right? It just depends on what you like, right?
Yeah.
For me, I just want somebody with more experience.
I'm cool
Period.
with that.
100%, bro.
I just
Because,
don't wanna
again,
run into number
I'm not trying to, sorry to cut you off. I'm just not trying to be in a relationship 5 years down the road and be like, this shit's kind of whack. It's kind of whack.
Hold up. You got a teacher. You got a teacher. You got to be cool with being the person
Hey,
that's teaching.
here's the thing, though, right? I'm confident in myself, bro. But, nigga, I don't know everything.
But you got to
See, my thing is, I can't
know
handle.
everything, bro.
I
And
can't
if
be
you say you
shopping
know
at Kroger down the
And
street
then
and be
run
like,
into the person.
"Hey, that's number 31 right there." Like, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Spear in the
So
heart.
let me
Like,
flip it
damn.
back on y'all's court, right? How many bodies? Nah, I'm not asking you how many bodies you got, but what's an acceptable amount of bodies for a dude to have for a woman to accept it?
Unfortunately, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm like I said, I'm cool with being a jerk in this situation, guys. Unfortunately, in the 21st century, there is a double standard on guys and women.
It's
So-
always been a double
It's
standard.
always been a double
It's
standard.
not-
So I was watching Game of Thrones, bro. I was watching Game of Thrones. If you notice, the king comes in, and the king's like, "Give me your best whore. Give me the best whore." You know what I'm saying? They look down on them. But the king is hitting everything moving, bro. It's just like, as a guy, you like that's okay. So I look at it like this: when I go to the club, I aspire to get the ass. I'm like, damn, who I'm gonna hit tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm gonna do tonight? As a woman, if you got the same mindset as me, I don't want to be with you. I just don't want to be with you. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? As I get older, I get more comfortable with it because I understand that different times in people's life, different situations. But at the same time, I just feel like it's gonna always be a double.
I just feel like I don't know what an acceptable amount for a woman to accept. I don't know. It just depends on, again, how secure they are.
That's
But
never
here's
even popped up. We need to pull a woman on the show just to get their idea
Perspective
because
on
we
it.
can't speak on a woman
So,
clearly.
Yeah,
sure,
no, no,
absolutely,
no, no,
right?
no.
So,
and
my
that's
thing,
what I didn't want to do. I'm like, I don't want to.
my thing is
Right.
with the experience is I don't want no level of curiosity to ever come out with the person that I'm in a relationship to be, right? If you smash 20, 30 dudes, whatever the number may be, right? I don't want no level of curiosity. I don't want you to be with 4 dudes and then still be curious about this Bruce Lee type dude over here. Yeah. Nah, knock him out and come back home. Dead ass, bro. That's how much confidence I got. That's how much confidence I got, right?
You on your own, bro.
Knock him out, right? Hey, bro, I'm 100% secure, bro. I don't care, bro. I'm married. I'm laying some pipes.
Most secure man in the room right here.
Sure, bro. By
Look,
far. I
look,
do not care, bro.
let me ask you, though.
It
Let me
ain't,
ask you.
knock that out and come back.
Let me ask you though.
Right.
So this is my biggest fear, and like I kind of, bro. This is my
Y'all
biggest
are
fear.
killing me, bro.
He said it's my biggest fear.
I kind of like this conversation. This is my biggest fear though. I talk to a chick right now. We're friends, right? We cool. Like I dab her up, bro. Like what's up?
Yeah.
Nothing intimate. We just cool. And she tell me, hey, man, I banged up such and such. I just got through sucking such and such. Like going body.
She
And then, like,
she told you that?
She tells me because we're cool, right? We're cool. So
confides in
I know. You know, she confides in me, right? And now she's like, hey, I'm ready for a relationship, right? So imagine my biggest fear. Imagine it being this sucker right here. Hey, no, I just got through bodying up such and such. I ran my numbers up. You look like a great knight in shining armor, bro. No, hell no. Do not look at me like that. No. You done that? You know, I need you to stick to your gun. Like, don't, bro. My thing is,
You don't want to be the captain saving
no,
hoe.
do not get to me
Yeah.
and then change up your mindset when you've been letting everybody else get off like scot free, bro. No, I'm trying to get the same benefits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to buy. If you giving out milk, bro, let me get the milk. I don't want the cow. I don't want the cow, bro. And that's just always been my mindset. But now, like I said, I've grown, right? If I get into a relationship with a woman, just to go back to the original question, I don't ask that question. I don't ask body count because that's something I don't want to know.
That's a smart thing to do.
I don't want to know.
Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a lie.
So,
Yeah.
but I feel low key, just to get an answer to this question,
Uh-huh.
I feel me and you, because at the end of the day, if we take it real serious, as far as a woman, double digits, not acceptable.
I don't like that.
Chris, completely other side, which is
Hey,
cool.
bro.
He's
cool.
like, hey, go all
I
the
would be more
rounds.
popular, so-
by decision, by knockout.
Just kidding. No,
No,
but it's still again. That's
I mean, but it's
personal
awesome.
preference.
Everyone has their unique experience or their
For sure,
take
bro.
on it. Everyone lives their own life, whatever makes
I
them
need some
happy and
experience,
comfortable.
bro.
So
I'm gonna say this, and I think it's really crazy, bro. But I think like nowadays, with like I said, me being in this generation, bro, I agree with you. I do not like double digits number. I do not like double digit numbers, bro. I don't. I hate it. I don't like the idea. But in this generation, the way we can just openly say, "Yeah, I'm looking for something to just go ahead and pounce on. I'm looking for something to go ahead and beat."
I gotta respect that honesty, dude.
Realistically, I'm not gonna find that. I'm just not gonna find that.
Because here's the thing, right? When I'm single, when I was single, right? There's absolutely no way every person that I meet, I want them to try to be serious, right? Like, who wants a chick like that? Who wants that? That's annoying. I'm telling you, it's annoying.
But the women are in those. The women are like, you got to think about it. You being the guy, the women are the counterpart in that situation.
Yeah.
So you don't think you just that's Denzel, that's Chris. No, bro. The same guys are coming with the same game. So realistically, it's been times where I've dated women, like I said, coming off of my first relationship, like damn, I ain't gonna have to worry about this. I ain't gonna have to watch that football screen and be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? This is my girl right here. I ain't gonna have to do that no more.
Because what we're looking for is maybe the person that's been in a long-term relationship.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
want.
And
give me a sheet of those. Yeah, give me a sheet of long-term relationships, and I will feel better about it. I'll feel better about.
It's
my
like a
decision.
job. Like, okay, you were here from 2009 to 2015.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we see what you did
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For sure.
Nah, because I know
what
like
are these
me,
big gaps in your resume?
Yeah, like I know me per se, and just like I said, still being, in the dating phase, I've been in a lot of situations to where it was like, okay, we just kicking it. We cool, yeah, but and you look at chicks and be like, yeah, she don't have the potential to be gouged up. She just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that I don't see that with us.
So then, what comes with experience or long-term relationships could be some baggage, kids, maybe used to be married.
Yeah.
You have to deal with that. She only got 2 bodies, but she got 3 kids. We'll talk about that. I'm not gonna put the shit on you right now, but we'll have to talk about that one day, right?
back to that,
3 kids is extreme. 2 kids, 1 kid.
All right, so next episode we'll talk about kids.
We're gonna talk about that situation, like being in that specific, very specific situation.
I like that.
What else you got, bro?
Shoot, we can shoot any way you want to do it. We could talk about The Last Dance. Y'all want
going
to do that?
going into that last dance, man.
I like that shirt you got though, bro.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out Jeremiah. I'm gonna get into that after the the show is over. But last dance, man. I know that our schedule's a little bit different, so just kind of giving a summary over 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 and 6 kind of chronicles Michael Jordan going against Clyde Drexler, right? Going against Clyde Drexler, coming in to get into that
man the business.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't compare them.
Please don't.
That championship world. So I'm gonna get everybody's insight on that. Would y'all see when he went against Clyde Drexler? What was y'all opinion on that?
I feel like so the media is going to do their job, right? They're going to take whatever the matchups are and compare because that's what their literal job description is. I feel kind of bad for Clyde because they did that to him.
Yeah.
So that initially, you got Jordan the GOAT, who's obsessed with anybody in his way, whether it's throwing quarters, anything. That boy poker, golf,
quarters.
Yeah. So now poor Clyde's over here just doing his best and what? Clyde? Me? You want that smoke?
Clyde
I'm coming for that head.
That was beast.
Clyde just not. Clyde was awesome. He was a great athlete, but he wasn't no MJ.
Bro, how annoying is it in retrospect, right? Thinking about how Jordan knew how his career was going to end. Let's be honest, right? He knew. He just knew this is who I am, and this is where my shit's going to end. And based off the last episode or episode 7, he was not accepting anything lower than that, right? We'll talk about how much of a bully he was in a little bit, but I would be annoyed if people kept comparing me to everybody, bro. Clyde Drexler to who else they compared him to?
I mean, anybody that was anybody he played against, bro. Anybody
That's
played
crazy.
against.
I would say nowadays a lot of people. I mean, even no matter how great you are, people want to sell, right? They want to do clickbait. So now, if you look at it right now, right, you may be in a situation where Kobe was playing.
I guarantee. I think Kobe was annoyed about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Well,
sure.
Well, not the Jordan argument, but Kobe can play against another team, and they're gonna take this top player and they're gonna show his highlights versus Kobe. They're always gonna chronicle who's going against who based on the top player.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even think it was an argument at that point. Was Clyde Drexler as good as Michael Jordan?
Kind of a reach.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a reach. But what I will say, let me shed some positive light on Jordan. I'm not gonna add LeBron to this. I really did like, and I love his mindset, bro. His mindset. If I feel like, of course, maybe me just trying to be GOAT like. I feel like his mindset matches my mindset. I'm a competitor, bro. Sometimes I could be in a slump of just not wanting to do something, and I'm not jealous of anybody, but I can see the next man doing something. It's like, damn, I got to get up, bro. I got to make some moves. This person right here is like on my.
But that's you're taking that as motivation.
That's motivation, bro. And I feel like when you watch these episodes, you see Jordan lose against Horace Grant. You see Jordan lose a game against B.J. Armstrong. He's smoking a cigar with a baseball bat. Anybody can talk shit when they win it. How many people talk shit when the game starts? Nah, we'll show him. Just that mindset, bro. Or even the story to where the guy comes in and scores like 30 points and Michael Jordan has a bad game and he tells the media, hey, such and such told me good game, Mike. And then the next game, he comes out and kills him. And then he says, hey, guys, just to be real with y'all, that never happened. He never told me anything. He pushes himself mentally to beat you. And we've discussed it before. I feel like my GOAT, LeBron James, a lot of times disappoints with that, bro. And I'll just give a quick example without going into him too much. I feel like the season premiere with the Clippers versus Lakers, bro. That was a great game. It was in the Lakers arena. They share the same arena. Kawhi Leonard's coming off a championship, beating Golden State. At this point, he's at the height of being the best player in the league, if not you. So at that point, bro, I want LeBron to come out and show me, yeah, I'm still the best player in the league. This year 17 ain't nothing changed. I'm still the best. What does he do? He's passive. He's passing the ball to Anthony Davis. We're running the offense. Dude. Yeah, we're running the offense through Anthony Davis. They asked him in an interview. I'm like, okay, bro, maybe you had a bad game. Cool, whatever. All right, you had a bad game. After the game, maybe I'm thinking this guy's going to say something logical. No. What does he say? There's no rivalry. I don't want people to look too big into it. No, don't say that, bro. Don't say that. Yeah. Go tear his damn head off. Right. Kill this guy.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
If LeBron had that type of mentality, bro,
greatest player ever.
He probably would have like 7 championships by now. Yeah. I promise you. There's absolutely no way. This is why I was saying about the whole Steph Curry thing. Like, Jordan and them are putting him on his ass, right? Because they don't want to lose to him. And that's why I made the comment before we started today. Like, they're going to punch him in the face. That's extreme. But they going to knock him on his ass because they do not want to lose to him.
And that just goes back to my GOAT conversation and why I got to take Jordan. It's not because of his physical prowess, because it's LeBron all day physically.
100%.
Like, all day. It's the mindset.
The mindset.
He
like, don't want to lose,
take
bro.
that L.
I get it, bro.
If you give him an L, oh my goodness,
Yes.
he's coming back like
He's like
crazy.
It's crazy because the biggest difference between, again, we always get back to LeBron and Jordan for some reason. I don't know.
This is
It's
Larry's
just fun
fault.
to talk
This was
about.
Larry's
Nah, bro,
fault.
It's fun to talk about.
It's happening everywhere on all
It's
major
fun to talk
networks.
about, right? I think we all
But I
realize that
told
Jordan
y'all-
lost.
I told y'all before this happened. I said, what's going to happen?
Of course, bro. We
LeBron's
always do.
gonna
And
be-
I'm
I just want to bring this
right?
up real quick. Just side note, watching all those episodes, I thought they were going to put some like emphasis on the Rockets. Bro, they just skipped over them chips.
Keep it over the Rockets.
Yeah, just no, like, we're here.
Jordan's like, yeah,
under the
I
rug.
gave
They still might
Yeah.
talk about it though. There's still time.
I think
They might
I
talk
think
about
it's
it
coming to a
Because
it's
they've been
coming
going
to a
back and
conclusion
forth.
right now.
Yeah, he's back now. Jordan's back now, so they
9 and
skipped it.
10.
Yeah, he's back.
So the biggest thing is, I think that Jordan lost so much. He did lose a lot, right? And I don't think the average person understands that he lost a lot, right? He lost probably same amount as LeBron when it came to up to him winning. But he got to the point where he said, forget this, I'm not losing no more. And that's when he went off.
Bananas.
Like, he went off, dude. They won all those championships.
Yeah, no,
he
respect.
basically won a championship with the Bulls every year he was in the league until he retired
Respect.
from the Bulls.
Yeah,
That's
respect.
crazy.
The guy didn't retire at the bottom, bro. He retired. He definitely retired at the top.
Yeah.
So going into like the last 2 episodes, I think the highlights of that was the tragic story of Michael Jordan losing his dad.
Yeah, that was tough, man. That's sad, bro.
His dad was
Rest in
murdered.
peace.
Michael Jordan, after losing his dad, retiring and going into baseball and playing for the
He played for the White Sox.
It was
He
the White
played for the
Sox
Barons,
AAA,
though, AAA team.
Double
Yeah.
A.
Double A, excuse me, Barons, yeah.
Double A team. The only reason, let's be real, the only reason why he made the Double A was because they needed space for the media. He wasn't that good at baseball. But
He started popping off though
he
for
did,
a little bit.
He did. So
Baseball's so
It's
hard,
huge
to
bro,
reputation.
it's
pitch,
different,
bro.
bro. You can't just walk off of being a professional basketball player. I'm gonna go play professional basketball. That's like me
Baseball,
going to
yeah.
Chris's job. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be a professional general manager of a gym location. Hell no, bro. You
Yeah.
don't just wake up and do that. So that happens, and then it also goes into Michael Jordan returning into the league and just like getting back to what he is, and then it chronicles him winning his first championship without his dad on Father's Day. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
so I'll just start off giving my take on that. I would say the father, him losing his father, bro, that kind of actually made me, I would say, kind of give me empathy for Michael Jordan, right? Because I was like, damn, bro, Michael Jordan lost his father.
I didn't
bro.
know he died like that.
Yeah, I did. I
didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
I knew that.
crazy.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I knew that. Like I knew that he died, but yeah, it's like that sucked, and just seeing like how I think whoever the writer or whoever like directed the thing, they did a great job of showing their relationship before he dies. So it kind of gives you the mindset like, damn, these people are really close, bro. Like you see his dad after every interview he's with him.
Yep.
He's bringing
Yep.
kids to come talk to Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a big influence in Michael Jordan's life. So I think that whoever just made sure that they put an emphasis on their relationship before they got to that event, they did an awesome job with that. I feel like how great of a story is it for Michael Jordan to win his first championship without his dad on Father's Day?
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
So after seeing all this, because you're completely inspired
Yeah.
watching this, how far away in the GOAT conversation is Jordan behind LeBron for you personally? Just
Nah, dude. Okay, so let's be real. I like LeBron. I seen LeBron. LeBron's my GOAT, right?
Yes.
LeBron's that's what I'm watching right now. If someone told me that Michael Jordan is the GOAT, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything, bro.
So you're not debating that no more.
No, that's-
Meaning like I understand Michael Jordan being your
Gotcha.
GOAT.
The
I got
reasoning.
you. I
You know
got
what I'm
you.
saying?
I got you.
Because
It's acceptable.
Yeah, kind of like you said, right? You said it before, and I agree with it. I always listen to what everyone says, and I take it in, right? You said it before. We judge, so there may be people who are better than Tom Brady, like Aaron Rodgers. I personally think Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady.
I agree with you from a
Right?
talent standpoint.
Yes,
for sure.
But when it comes to accomplishments and when it comes to like winning, I think that Tom Brady's done it better than anybody else, and that's
Yes.
what makes him the GOAT.
Yes.
So in the sense of, do I think that LeBron has done more with less? Yes. Would I pick LeBron James as far as like doing running my team and everything? Yes. In the sense of who's accomplished more and who's dominated an era more, Michael Jordan hands down. Michael Jordan had 6 chips, bro. And he would have had 8 if he didn't retire. I mean, he every time he retired on top. In the
Yeah.
sense of like his overall dominance, averaging points, being a steals leader. I mean, what has the guy not done? He has 5 MVPs, bro. He has 5 MVPs.
That is outrageous.
He has 5 MVPs, bro. He also has a Defensive Player of the Year award. Like the guys, his overall his accomplishments, bro, are unmatched.
Right.
They're
It's
unmatched.
nuts.
resume, yeah.
Yeah. So as far as far, no, he's not far at all. Like I said, I know, and we're gonna talk about this later. I'm 100% convinced that Michael Jordan's gonna be number 1 on ESPN's list.
If he's not, I'd be just
Yeah.
It would be
I'm gonna be
blasphemy at this point.
outrageous.
Yeah,
The
like-
only
Yeah.
other person it could be.
Please don't say Kobe.
No, bro. They're not gonna put Kobe. Better be in the top 5, or I'm gonna be pissed about that.
yeah, I need Kobe
I'll,
in the top 5.
I'll
That's gonna
definitely.
be
I
some,
have to have Kobe
That's
in the
gonna be
top 5, bro.
nonsense, bro.
I'm
Like
gonna give
he
y'all-
gets. I'm hold on. Pause
I
real
got
quick. He gets. I'm telling you, man. And people say it all the time, right? I hear Jalen Rose say it all the time. I hear Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson and a lot of them say it all the time, bro. Kobe gets slighted on a lot of those conversations, dude, just because of the Shaq thing. I'm telling you right now. Again, Shaq does not win those championships without Kobe. Period. He's not. He's not. He can't. Who is it? He's not.
I can give you. I'm saying no.
Who they
no,
gonna
no,
replace
no.
him with?
I get it, but I can give you some
Eddie
more.
Jones?
I can,
Yeah, but regardless of those championships, Kobe's in my top 5. Regardless.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
100%,
I'm
dude.
willing to bet. I'm willing to bet whatever money that y'all want to bet that LeBron's gonna be over Kobe. LeBron's gonna be over Kobe.
Well, if he is,
Without a doubt.
I'm okay with that.
I will accept it. I'll be
Yeah, I'm
irritated
okay
about
with
it
that. Yeah, without
because
a
I'm gonna
doubt.
read the article and it's gonna be some real stupid. Oh, he went to 8 straight finals.
It's not even gonna be that. It's solely based on the fact that the only thing that Kobe beats LeBron at, and I love Kobe. I want people to understand. growing up, I was a diehard. I'm still a diehard Laker fan, and the reason why is because of Kobe. I love Kobe. Had his shoes, had his sneakers, had his apparel. Love Kobe. I just grew into when LeBron was losing to Golden State. I grew into being like, dude, why am I hating this guy?
My thing about this list, if we're gonna do a top 5 and they're both gonna be in there, I need a consecutive like LeBron then Kobe. I don't want to see LeBron like number 2 and Kobe at number 5.
I think they're gonna.
I'm gonna be so.
I think they're.
I don't want to see
dude. I'm gonna
that.
throw my
I
phone.
think they're gonna put. Look, I'm telling you,
TV's in danger.
I think they're gonna put Kobe at 5, and they're gonna probably 5-4. They're gonna put LeBron at 2. I think because I've seen another list, and LeBron's always at 2. Kobe's not gonna be 3 because they're gonna
That's
give
outrageous.
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
They're gonna put like
they're
Bill
gonna
Russell or
yeah,
Kareem
they're gonna give
Abdul-Jabbar.
some old head right that lane, and I think for sure, I'm almost 100% sure LeBron's gonna be 2. Because some people even say that Tim Duncan's legacy is gonna be bigger than Kobe's. That's an argument because if you do who dominated an era at one point, Tim Duncan is right there.
Yeah, I'm saying to me, in my personal opinion. Again, it really depends on what flavor you like, right? You could go any way and not necessarily be upset about it, but you can kind of still debate it. I would be okay with Tim Duncan being in front of Kobe. Out of respect. You know why? Because I seen every single one of those championships.
I think last week we went
yeah,
over
Yeah,
most
yeah,
underrated
exactly,
people.
right? I seen every single one of those championships, right? And I'm just talking about from a success rate, it's crazy.
But on a personal level, I want to see Kobe higher than
100%, right? Just because I love
For
Kobe,
sure,
man.
for sure. I agree.
All right, top 5. Y'all ready for another one?
Yes, sir.
All right, here's the question. Here's the premise. We know our top 5 list.
Artists.
Rap artists. We'll stick to that, John.
Okay.
Take your top 5 out of there. What's your top 5 albums excluding your top 5 artists? What you got?
Can we do okay? So because everybody doesn't know our top 5 for our viewers, I know for instance Jay-Z's out.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's
Pac is
out.
out of there.
Pac's out.
Biggie's out
Biggie's
of
out.
there.
Eminem's out, right?
Eminem's out. Pun's out.
J. Cole's out.
Kendrick
Well, no,
is
you
out.
talking about. Hold on, we talking about top 5 all time.
All time.
Okay, so Kendrick Lamar's out because he's top 5 for me. He's probably like number 5. Nas is out.
Nas definitely out.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Is that it?
I think so. Like our top 5 together
it's
is
like
not
so
off.
similar, huh?
It's not off. Kendrick Lamar is number 5 for me.
Yeah.
Let's take Cole out of there just for conversational
Cole's
sake.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, perfect. I think that's good.
Okay.
Y'all ready for that?
Dre, you want to go?
I'll give y'all a couple.
Because Dre's list is very similar to mine.
Always. Great minds think alike, though. Great minds think alike.
Great minds think alike.
All right. So no particular order. No particular order.
I don't think no particular.
No particular order. I'll throw a couple of mine. I'll let y'all go. One of my favorite albums all time, Dr. Dre, Chronic 2001.
Classic.
I can just start that album. You hear the lowrider going and let that play the whole way through. We don't need to skip through a skit. You know your album's good when I don't have to hit the skip.
The skits are nice, bro.
The skits are great.
First, hold up. As we talk about 2001,
Carbon.
I want to shout out my great cameraman, Aaron. He loves 2001.
Oh, yeah?
Bro, everybody loves 2001,
buddy.
bro. Everybody loves 2001.
I can ride to it. I can
Yeah.
put it on.
So,
Jim,
Go ahead.
the features are great. I mean, we got Prime M on there. We got Nate Dogg on there. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on.
Yeah,
I
it's
felt
fire,
like
dude.
production and a rap standpoint, 10 stars out of 10 stars. Like, just is I have no qualms whatsoever.
I like that.
It's crazy, dude.
I'm gonna throw one more in there now. We're gonna come on the aftermath once again and Shady. That boy 50 Cent. That boy 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying. When the album came out,
Classic.
had that CD. Another one. Play the whole thing the whole way
Play the
through.
whole
Whether it's
thing.
Many Men, Snoop Dogg, even the radio jams, PIMP. Like,
Fire.
it was great,
Fire. Bro, I don't
It
know.
was
I
great.
feel like he almost singled everything on that album. Because it
Bro.
was so much good. It was so
And
much
what's
good.
crazy is they produced this whole album in a month.
Yeah.
And that's just out of this world. He never had to make another good album. That was it. His resume was done.
He's done. Over that one album.
You
got?
busy over there, Chris? Or you want to take a shot at this? What you got?
I got it. So I was trying to pick between the two. I could really almost put both of them in there. DMX, and then there was X.
Which one? Okay, yeah.
Or
not
It's
Hell.
Dark and Hell is Hot. It's one of those two because I could.
You didn't
go
like
with
Flesh
either
My
one.
Flesh, Blood My Blood?
I do, but it's not better than both of
Flesh
those.
of
To
my
me, it's
flesh,
not.
blood of
It's
my
not better
blood.
than one of those. Either one of those. So I could pick both of them really because DMX.
If you had to pick
I
just
think
off-
he's probably most underrated. Probably one of the most underrated.
I don't think DMX is underrated though.
I don't think he's underrated. The thing
He's
is,
top
is
10. He has to be top 10.
he's
I'm
not
telling you
top
right now,
five,
he
but
doesn't
top
make
10,
a lot
absolutely.
of people's top 10s, bro. From what
Really?
I've heard, like different shows and different stuff like
You
that,
gotta
they
wake up
never
then.
put this man in top 10.
Hey,
It's
you know,
crazy.
on the versus jump off, I heard DMX wanted to go against Jay, which I feel is a little bit of a reach. But someone underneath Jay, absolutely.
If
Yeah.
I'll tell you what will be more competitive if they did from 96 up until 2000, 2001. I feel like that'd be more competitive.
Yeah.
Because then Jay because let's be real, Jay's my GOAT, but DMX was higher than Jay at that point.
Oh, for sure.
In that time period,
DMX owned that time.
No, for sure. And then I got I said have AT Aliens by Outkast.
Fire.
Right. Andre 3000 is definitely in my top 10 rappers for sure. And then we just doing 2 right now?
Yeah, I was just going.
Okay, cool, bet. Who you got?
You doing 2?
No, we doing 5, but
We're
you
doing
just
5, but you know,
Okay.
I was just gonna let
Pass
not
it.
hog it
Okay.
all up.
Okay, cool. So I guess just y'all want me to throw out 2 or y'all want me to
yeah,
throw
2.
out 5?
2 different ones. 2 different ones.
2 different ones? Okay. So out of the people that are not in my top 5, first one that comes to my mind, I can play this album 24/7 is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
I like that. I
Miseducation of
respect
Lauryn
that.
Hill, dude. I mean, she came for it, bro. And that's a female that I can listen to and just be like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, pause. It speaks to my feelings, right?
Yeah.
Whatever mood I'm in, she has great bars. She's rapping. She's spitting. Classic album, dude. I really want to get the tattoo of The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill on me because that album is just so fire to me. And then I'm gonna throw out another one is Enter the 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang. That's
Okay.
nice. That's nice, bro. I mean, Wu-Tang. I grew into Wu-Tang kind of late. Like I really like just the different personalities they have. Like I like Ghostface as far as his storytelling and his.
Do you dig the show?
The show was nice. I really liked the show. It gave me a lot of.
Oh, you
insight
talking about the
on group.
documentary?
No,
No,
they
no,
had
they have
the
an actual
show
show
on
now.
Hulu. They got a show. on
Isn't
Hulu.
it? What is it
It's on
called
Hulu.
again?
The American Story or something
No,
like that.
I thought that was
Wu-Tang.
it's a show, but it's
a
about
show.
them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
yeah.
show. I'm thinking about a reality show, but I know what you're talking
No,
about
yeah,
because it
yeah.
got Dave East in it.
And
Yeah.
it starts,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah,
about. Yeah, it got
yeah.
Dave East, and who else they got
He's
in it?
myth.
Uh,
It has that guy from the movie with Denzel Washington.
yeah. Old buddy, he was
Yeah.
on.
I don't know his name, but he's gonna.
He was on Moonlight. He was on that movie Moonlight.
Yeah.
He's been on a
Moonlight
lot of
was
stuff.
dope.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's been on a lot of stuff. But I feel like just a different person. Like I like Raekwon the Chef, Ghostface. You got ODB. I mean, it's just so many
Yeah,
great
bro. They got some
personalities, bro.
legends out here, bro.
And then Meth, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's classic. What else? What else I got?
So mine, I got a random one is and just bring me back to the time and place I was in my life at that time, right? I was listening to this album when I was hooping in high school. Almost every game, road game we listened to, put that shit on. T.I. Urban Legend.
Ooh.
For me, it's just that shit bumps,
Nice.
dude. I'm telling you, that to me, that's classic T.I. He ain't been the same since. But for me, that's classic T.I. right
That's a
there,
good
bro.
pick right there.
What's
Sure.
your favorite songs off of that joint?
Off that,
I'm gonna do
bring
mine.
him out.
Bring 'em out.
Oh my god, that song go
Commercial.
hard.
That's a commercial joint. I like that. I like that. 5, 4, 4, 3,
yeah. 2,
1.
1.
You're
Yep.
done when I
See
see
you.
you.
That shit go hard
ASAP,
too,
he had the
bro.
ASAP praying for help. Bro, he has some hits on there.
Telling
I'm
you,
thinking about
you
it right
gotta,
now
you
in my
gotta
mind,
listen
bro.
to it. Yeah, you
That's
gotta
when he
listen
was still the real Ti. You know
telling
what I
you,
mean?
bro,
Yeah.
you
We
gotta-
was on a trip and we played it. Bro, for the next week in the gym, Urban Legend was definitely in my
I'm
workout.
telling you, dude, they go so
It
hard.
was hard.
Like you gotta think about those. They got so many jams on it. Yeah, that's
Bro,
it.
the production.
It's
Southern
nuts.
production.
Yeah.
But he has a nice flow too. T.I.'s a good rapper.
Yeah, he's
I
good,
agree.
bro. He's solid.
His grammar is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, his grammar is on
sure.
point. Yeah.
What you got, Dre?
I'm gonna go with Snoop Dogg, man. He's done a lot of lists.
Doggy Style?
Doggy Style, absolutely.
Doggy Style.
Classic,
That's one of mine for sure.
staple,
Doggy
staple
Style's
gin
fine.
and juice, the shiznit. Just, I mean,
I feel like Doggy Style was overrated.
ooh, whoa. Wow.
Sorry, dude. I you know what? To be honest, but I want you to go deep into Doggy Style. I don't want to cut that off. I'm just gonna throw in a wild card. I feel like Snoop Dogg as an artist is overrated. I feel like Snoop Dogg isn't that great of a rapper.
So, are you talking about just straight bars?
I'm talking about when it because the only thing that Snoop does, and I'm not uneducated in this thing because I've listened to Snoop Dogg, bars, metaphor. Only thing Snoop is more so I would say a pop icon
I think no.
versus a rapper.
No.
How many classic albums does
during
Snoop
the
have?
90s? I said Doggy Style. Okay,
That's
we're
one.
We're gonna stick with this for the moment.
Okay.
Now listen, Snoop is not all about lyrics and stuff. It's a vibe.
It's
you
a
know what I
vibe.
mean?
I get you.
When you put him on,
Energy.
like, bro, it's the energy, and you just in there like, man, I can feel it. I can vibe.
He's kind of
to
like
this.
Wiz Khalifa in the sense
Bro,
of like, you
Wiz
know what I
Khalifa
mean? And
is
it's
like
crazy
Snoop,
how you
yeah.
The
compare
thing
them.
about his swagger, bro, like that's another part of it. It's not like bar.
No.
not whatsoever. But the thing is like he's the West Coast what Method Man is to the East Coast to me. Like he just has that.
That's a great
you
comparison.
can't copy it. You
Exactly,
know what I
because
mean?
kind of to pick up on what you talking about right now, like you can't like everybody everybody doesn't make music to try to prove a point, like a social point or something like that, right? So I was watching this interview, kind of brings me to a point. Like I was watching this interview about The Rock, right? The Rock said, I love acting, but I'm not gonna get lost in my art. I'm not trying to win an Oscar. I just want to make money and entertain people. I don't give a shit about that. Like, I don't think Snoop ever was like, I want to go win a Grammy. And I might be wrong because he might have been on record saying that, right? But I don't think he's the type of person like, oh, I need to win a Grammy.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not gonna make this album with social
Yeah,
consciousness.
yeah.
No, I'm
I
here
just
for
want this shit because
is
I
my
like
lane.
this. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time right
I'm
now.
just-
We smoking, we vibing.
I'm just saying, okay, I get that. But I'm just saying in his craft, which he does, which is music, if you compare him to other legends per se, which Snoop is, I don't think his body of work matches other legends.
But
It doesn't match Ice Cube, no. But the thing is he has his place on the Mount Mushroom or whatever you want to put on there because that's just what he did. Like that's just you can't duplicate it. No one could duplicate Snoop. Like I just don't feel like is the game better than Snoop?
And rapping, yes.
No, but like realistically,
No,
from
he
a
doesn't-
West
he's not
Point,
gonna have
West
the same
Coast
Influence on the West
Influence,
Coast.
yeah.
Impact,
Absolutely
no.
not.
No. But
Absolutely
is
not.
that? But is a lot of okay. I'll give him that. But to go back to my initial argument, as a rapper, I don't think Snoop Dogg is anywhere near my top 10. He's not top 20. He's not top for me. He's not.
That's fine.
Based on his body of work.
Here's the thing, though, man.
I would-
Like, why? What? I get what you're saying, right? He's probably not in your top 10 or even top 20, right? But he could still be a legend. He could still make good music because there's a lot of people who aren't necessarily in top 20. They could still be considered rap legends because of their influence on the culture.
I agree that he's definitely a legend. I'm not.
Would you put Method Man in top 20?
I think Method Man is capable of being top.
No. Is he in top 20?
In my personal,
Yeah, you.
that'd be hard for me to kind of come up with a top 20. I think he's top 20 capable. Yeah, I think Method Man and Redman are top 20
Answer the
capable.
question.
No, Method is.
You think
nice.
if you actually sit down and really think about it, you think you might put him in the top, your
I
top
would
20?
most likely put Meth in my top 20.
Before
I
Method
like
Man or
Meth.
Redman first?
Redman's gonna come first.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Redman is gonna come first for me. All right, so is it me on the next?
You
album?
got that.
You got it.
So I got Thug Motivation 101 by Jeezy.
Ooh, I like it.
Dude,
That's tough.
That album does a lot for me, bro. I hear
Young
bro,
Jeezy got some bangers, bro.
bro. I was
Marble
not-
floors everywhere.
Oh man, he got
I'm
some
gonna tell you.
bangers.
I'm gonna tell you what it takes me back to. At this point, when I was hearing that Jeezy, bro, I used to grab my candy from Kroger's. I would be selling candy at school. I thought I was trapping for real, bro. I had the candy in the backpack. The teachers would be like, "Let me see what's in that bag." Can't see what's in this bag, baby. You know what I'm talking about? When your Rolex tick tick.
Wildin'.
You feel me? Hey, bro, I really thought I was trapping off the candy, bro. Had the Snickers for the low and everything, bro. But nah, Thug Motivation 101, you can play that all the way through, bro. Sky's the limit. Don't get caught. You got what is it? When you real like Last of a Dying Breed. I mean, he has tons of hits on there. When you go to the club today, they gonna play something from Thug Motivation 101. Then they got the and then what? First,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
gonna
The
stack
whole
my
shit go
flow.
hard. I'm gonna jam
Hard.
that on the way to the
Bro,
crib
Thug
tonight.
Motivation.
I'm telling you, I got
He's
some.
like, you motivated
I
me.
got you next though. Port of Miami.
Port of
Rick
Miami
Ross.
is nice. Port of
I
Miami
got
is
to.
nice.
It's if we doing like wild card, got to. Like just thinking about how many singles came off that album, Hustling, Push It, even Blow go hard. Even though I
Blow
don't
is
think it
hard.
necessarily went platinum. Blow go hard, Hit You From the Back go hard.
Hit you from the back.
Cock your legs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, all of
Fire.
it is fire,
But
dude.
do you think that that's Rick Ross' best album? Because that's essentially what you're saying.
Yeah, I have to go there.
Think
It's
so?
hard. It's hard. Like a lot. It's crazy how I don't know if it's just like a passion that go into it, bro. But a lot of artists' first album is their best album.
I like
The thing about your first album is you got your whole life. And
I
that's
know
your-
exactly,
you know,
right? That's
what's
why I
put
feel like
into
it's
it.
his best.
Yeah.
You know, you think about
Whereas
like the
after
best
that,
production.
You're getting more like pressure to release the next
Exactly. Yep. I think that's his best album, dude.
Good
Who
Southern
you got?
artists here.
Who you got?
I'm gonna come with my Southern artist right here. It's more of a group than an artist. 3-6 Mafia. A lot of people are gonna take When the Smoke Clears. I'm not gonna roll with that. I'm gonna hit Chapter 2, World Domination. It just shows my age, but I mean, just a great album. I just love the fact that DJ Paul was hitting back then. Like
He
DJ
really was,
Paul,
bro.
they had Crunchy Black. They had I mean, it was just great. Like nobody was doing anything like them at that time period. The sampling was insane. I can still put it on and go to the gym and lift the whole damn gym. I feel like more or less. I feel like 3-6 Mafia as a group is in my top 20, my personal top 20.
As groups?
Yeah.
Top 20 rap.
No, just artists in general.
But
Rap artists in general.
Just rap
Yeah.
it.
Rap artists in general.
Gotcha. Cool. Can we do a unanimous one?
What's that?
Carter 3.
You're only at 4.
But unanimously, whatever. You know what I mean. Carter 3. We all agree on that?
Nah.
You're not putting Carter 3 in top 5?
I don't even think that's Lil Wayne's best album.
I'm gonna take.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna take number 2.
I'm 100% gonna take number 2.
Taking 2?
Number 2's not going to my 5 though. Number 2's not going to my 5, but number 2 is my favorite Wayne album.
I think Carter 3 is mine.
Carter 3 is like just too commercial for me. I like.
You think so?
Yeah, it's too. It's when Wayne just does what I hate. When he just goes off a topic, he just
He
jumps on
does
a
what he
beat
does.
and just goes out. It's no topic. It's no substance to it at all. It's just scribble.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's just all over the place. So I'm gonna go with
You can
another
split
banger.
that. You can go either way. I see where you go at.
I'm gonna go with another banger, and I'm gonna put Riding Dirty, UGK. I'm gonna go UGK, Riding Dirty.
Ooh, I like
think
that.
bro, Riding Dirty is hard for me. I mean, Pinky Ring, Murder, Diamonds and Wood. One day you heal, next day you gone. High Life.
I know y'all people from Houston. My boy Nick would have that as number 1 album all time for sure.
Riding
That
Dirty
Diamond in
hit.
the Woods. That Diamond in the Woods hits hard though.
Hard.
I gotta give it to him. Man. It's a true banger.
Hard, bro. Hard, bro.
100%.
Riding Dirty. Hey, man. I guess maybe I'm feeling kind of southern today, man. I gotta take out. I had to take out my top 5 artists. So Riding Dirty, definitely in there. And what are we on? We're on 5 now.
Yeah. Did I say 3, 4?
Yeah, I think we hit number 4 already.
Yeah.
So everybody gets
Damn,
one more.
The tough.
You get one
This
more.
is tough,
It's tough?
dude. It's tough because you got to really think, man. Because you always listen to your favorite artist's music. Like it's easy for us to take our top 5 and be like, boom, 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 boom. We can just listen to their music all day. Oh man, I've been looking, trying to
Let me
think of
jump
some
in.
different ones. Go
I
ahead.
got you. Country Grandma's at 5 for me.
Country Grammar.
Country
Nelly?
Grandma's at 5.
I like it.
Ever loving me, bro? When that boy Nelly came out on the scene, Nelly was hard. If you listen to bro, Nelly.
I respect that.
That Nelly made some waves, bro. It made some waves. I'm taking Country Grandma at 5, bro. Country Grandma was nice for me.
Cool. I got
Country
mine.
I got mine too.
Cool. You go first.
Sure, don't make a difference.
Go ahead.
Ludacris, Word of Mouth.
Okay, you didn't take mine. I was like, oh no.
Oh, you gonna take
All right,
that for the first time?
No. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, my heart skipped the beat, boy.
Man, Ludacris, bro. I feel like he's very underrated
He is
because of his subject matter. The way he flows and stuff like that. I feel like lyrically, that boy's up there with the best of them, more or less, But man, that whole album hits. Just to go off of it, it's been a little while. Roll Out, Go to Sleep, Area Codes, Growing Pains, Move Bitch. Like,
That
bro.
Area Codes was nice.
Yeah, bro. Like, Word
Bro,
of
when
Mouth.
I didn't have no bitches at the time. I was like, God, no, you don't.
Hey, you didn't even know the area code.
Sit your ass
414.
I heard him say my area code. I was like, hey. Cool. I'm gonna go with what else you got on that one?
Man, that's cool, bro. I want to hear what you got. It's all
So
good.
I got Ludacris as well, but I got Chicken and Beer. Just thinking about where I
I actually
was.
thought Move Bitch was on Chicken and Beer. It's not? Okay.
No. So Blow It Out, Stand Up, Splash
Stand
Waterfalls,
Up, yeah.
Diamond in the Back, Pee Poppin'.
Yeah.
Pee Poppin'. That was like the strip club anthem for a long time, right? So that's who I got.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I love that
Solid.
album.
That was solid.
That was fun. I really
That-
like that. I really enjoyed
that
that
was-
for real.
Did you say your 5?
Yeah.
You said your 5th? Okay, yeah. You said
I gave 5.
Nelly.
And I want to put
honorable mention.
I don't want to put an honorable mention, but I do want to say I definitely tried to stay away from like most popular people.
For
so
sure,
Drake's
bro.
not there, Kanye's not there. It's not that their albums are not great, But I feel like they're like some of the more popular cliche artists.
It's easier
that
for
are
you to pick
big.
those
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
bro.
So that's why I called it wild card. We just want to do
That's
a wild card of artists.
I think it's better though because I think a lot of these albums that we picked are like where we were in our life and what those songs meant to us and how we just like got to them. We got to do R&B songs, right? Can we do random? Can we do a random one album R&B?
R&B for sure.
Our album
For sure. Let's do that.
Cool. I got this one.
Okay.
Usher's Confessions. Classic, bro.
Classic.
I was going through a bad breakup at the time. My little stupid ass was in high school, all in love, going through a bad breakup. But that album got me through. It got me through, bro. It got me through.
Bro, that question of R&B is so hard for me. I know I don't like cheating, but I gotta put two out there. I gotta put two out there.
Damn.
So because it was hard, but I got two big R&B albums. I'm gonna go with Life Jennings' debut album.
Ooh, Must Be Nice.
Bro.
Oh, no, yeah.
Must Be Nice was on there.
Yeah,
it was
sorry.
Life.
What was the name
and
of the
like
album?
and like his jail numbers or whatever, like his identification numbers.
Ooh, that's a
it's
good
Life,
one, bro.
some. But you got Must Be Nice, Stick Up Kid, Cry, Smile, Greedy, Intro. Bro, She Got Kids, Hypothetically. I almost know the whole album, bro. That was an amazing album.
Life 268 192.
Yes, bro. Amazing album. And then on the back end, R. Kelly TP2. Am I okay with saying? I know. Don't judge me. R. Kelly TP2 was amazing.
No, it was a great.
R.
great
Kelly
album.
TP2.
Minus him as a person. Let's just take that out of the picture.
Let's just
But
go
when
into
that
his art.
dropped,
He got crazy music.
Bro, that goddamn bro.
Anything he came on was
Bro,
anything-
there.
What? Greatest sex. I wish remix. Bro, TP2.
R&B artist. Goat.
He's the GOAT.
Goat.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's the goat. He's the goat.
GOAT.
We agree on
Yeah, I
that.
gotta give that to him.
Bro,
He's
he
the
is
GOAT.
crazy.
I don't care what that boy did.
I feel
GOAT.
so bad. Like I don't feel bad,
feel
but
bad
I feel bad
saying
for the
it.
people.
Yeah.
But it's just terrible, man. Because that dude's a weirdo, man.
That dude's musically
He's-
talented. He's
But
amazing.
his albums, his
amazing.
music is woo.
Dude, that goddamn TP2. Goddamn TP2 was
Crazy.
outstanding, bro. What you got, Dre?
I gotta go old school. I gotta give it to one of the forefathers. Marvin Gaye, what's going on?
Okay,
I'm
I
just
respect
old
that.
and stuff like that. It's just a real classic.
That's a classic.
Classic.
I didn't
album and
know.
Stuff
I
like
didn't.
that.
I didn't know we could go back that far. I'd probably gave you something different.
Oh shit! If I gotta go newer, I mean, dang. I mean,
No.
yeah.
You good. You good.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Bro,
I
what's
mean-
going on is amazing.
Yeah, it's a staple. I felt like that might have been the start of many people's lives. Straight up.
Probably yours and mine,
We
bro.
got
swear.
any? We got any old school mentions?
I
to go with that?
got another one.
Uh-huh.
That's not necessarily a solo, but I got J.E. Heartbreak, Jagged Edge. I don't know. You listen to Jagged Edge?
Yeah. No. I
Okay,
heard
cool. I got Jagged Edge. I think for Jagged Edge, probably Boys and Men would be the best R&B group for me of all time. Like, yeah, R&B group. But Jagged Edge is right there, bro. Just for their music, they got that more like upbeat, vibe, and Boys and Men got more of like, baby, I'm gonna put you to sleep type music, right?
Yeah.
My wife loves Boys and Men. She said she used to listen to Boys and Men before every basketball game. I'm like, how did that get you hype, babe?
Damn.
Like the music is so
Bro,
slow.
You'd be surprised.
Like it's so
You'd be
lovey-dovey.
surprised. Some people actually, like my barber, he said he works out to R&B. I was like, how?
I've gotten a few lifts into some R&B music. Yeah.
I never thought about doing
Like
that.
it's
feel
not
like
I'm not about to
I can
listen
do
to
as well.
music and be like, nah, bro, come on
Yeah.
now.
I'm gonna throw in. I'm just to be honest. I'm gonna throw in one old school one since he put in Marvin Gaye. What's going on? I feel like Stevie Wonder, the songs of life. Is it the songs of life? Check that for me, Chris. But I know it's something of life. It's by far one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder. If you listen to that album, bro, you'll go back and find if you listen to each song that each song is sampled. Somebody sampled each song. Because the album is amazing.
Songs in the Key of Life.
Songs in the Key of Life, bro.
There we go.
It's so timeless. It's bro. I listen to it almost every morning, and like when I was listening to Nipsey and he was like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? Wake up, smoke, and then listen to some Stevie Wonder, bro." I was like, "Let me check out this Stevie Wonder." Understand it, bro. Stevie Wonder is a GOAT in his own right.
Yeah,
The dude can't see nothing, but he's GOAT. He's GOAT. He's GOAT.
For sure.
He's GOAT.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
Out of there. I feel good about this one. This one's solid,
I
bro.
had fun this week. I really
It
did.
was great.
It
Yeah.
was fun.
It was good topics. I don't know if it's the haircut.
We got to keep doing these gender
Or
role
what?
topics. I feel like we
I
are
like
really
'em. We
digging.
get
that one.
passionate
That
about
one was
it.
good, right?
Yeah,
For sure, bro.
absolutely.
That's solid.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that topic,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Absolutely. If y'all have any topics, let us know. Reach out. Definitely leave comment in the comment section. We'd love to hear what y'all want to talk about or hear our take on it. Excuse me. Because we'll always have very, very passionate views on what we discuss for sure. So that's it. Y'all got anything to wrap it up? Any shout outs?
Yeah, for sure. I want to give a shout out to I said fight out. I want to give a shout out to my good buddy of mine, Jeremiah Eden, man. I'm actually wearing his apparel today, the foundation. Definitely go out and support, man. Goes out to great cause. It's not just apparel. It goes out to young cancer patients, man.
That's awesome.
So I definitely feel like, I mean, his story is amazing. I'm probably gonna put like something. I'm gonna probably put him on my story or make a post, and I would definitely like everybody to support because it goes back to a great cause, man. And I was talking to him today about how he came up with the idea and just how he developed it, and I was just inspired, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing short of inspired, man. And I definitely came out, supported, picked up a shirt, and all proceeds are gonna go to his foundation, man. So
No doubt.
yeah,
That's dope, man.
Yeah, he's
What's his name? Jeremiah?
Jeremiah Eden.
Jeremiah.
He's
Shout out, Jeremiah.
He's a cancer survivor, man, and
Yeah, bro.
now he goes back. Speaking of schools, he coaches.
Tough as nails,
Yeah,
bro.
man. He's in our neighborhood, and he's making a difference, man. He's just trying
That's
to
awesome, bro.
trying to put everybody on the right track, man. So when he told me about it and what he was doing, I couldn't do nothing but support, bro.
For sure, bro. You
it's a
got
great message.
Absolutely.
Shout
Love
out
it.
Jeremiah, man.
What about you, Dre?
Hey, we appreciate y'all sticking with us. I'm looking forward to next week already, man.
Absolutely.
So,
we got
let's
some
do
hot
this.
topics coming next week. Thanks
Like and
again.
subscribe.
Absolutely. Like, subscribe,
Subscribe.
comment, whatever. And we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, I need to be on more suggestions. We need more suggestions. So we need more likes and subscribes. I need to, when you search, I want to come up. I need more likes and subscribes, bro.
Yes.
Don't just watch it. Please like and subscribe for me. I'm asking for it. Yeah, I'm greedy.
He begging for it. Let's get it. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all
Thanks,
next week.
everyone. Later.